happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the Plug Talk Sports live show. This is number 18. We got something good and cooked up for you, a number 20. It's going to be great. We have lots to discuss in our plug and shameless plugs of the week. Some very interesting and funny stories. I really want to start with shameless plugs of the week because this is going to be real good. And I haven't told Isaac right before we were in the lobby getting ready to start the show. I refused to tell him until we went live. So I'm going to start off with my shameless plug of the week. And it's going to be Mr. Jefe over here, Steven Lopez.
It's
Almost
tough.
took a
It's a bad one.
almost took a man's lung out.
What?
Bro,
Right,
this
that,
guy.
that made it sound exaggerated. Come on.
Let me say the story. We went to go play a little golf today. Me and Steven, as we usually do every week. We're on hole 4. Now, Steven is notorious for struggling on hole 4 because it's parallel to the street. You got to use your driver. And Steven tends to he gets good contact on the ball. I will tell you this.
I hit
But
it far.
either goes
I hit it
wide
hard.
left. Yeah, he does. But it either goes wide left or wide right. And there's been multiple times where we've heard the ball hit houses and stuff like that. Today was a little different. Our guy Steven here was almost charged with third-degree murder. This guy whacks the ball so hard, and it is just flying. It's a good hit.
Yeah.
And it starts to curve a little to the left. Now it's over the street. We're like, okay, it's over the street. I look down. I'm like, where's this thing going to land? I look down. There's a man mowing his lawn, and his back is facing us, so he's not seeing what's happening. I kid you not. The ball lands 5 inches away behind the guy's back. And the entire time, didn't hear a thing because he didn't even notice. The lawnmower is so loud, he didn't hear the ball fall right behind him.
Yo.
And Steven, the entire time as this ball is on his descent, Steven's like, no, Danny, no. And he was like, we're going to dip, bro. If this hits him, we're going to dip. And the ball, I kid you not, if this guy would have taken one step back, it would have nailed him. It would have been a bullet straight through his body. His lung would have come out on the other side, or it would have hit him on the head. Regardless, this was a hospital visit for sure off of Steven's driver.
Yeah, that was a fold on my part. But, I mean, I couldn't do much, man. Poor guy. I know I always pull the drive.
You can aim better maybe next time.
Well, okay, so I know I'm going to pull it to my left. I lined up a little bit to my right, but then subconsciously, I know since I'm going the other way, whatever. I know I'm always going to hit it to my left because I suck at golf. I hit it pretty hard, but I'm still trash. So I pull it to the left side, bro. The street's right on my left, and it bounces off the street. And I see it going up in the air, and it goes right behind him. And this dude's just mowing his lawn, chilling. Didn't hear a thing, bro. And this ball went right behind him. I saw it like tracking for him.
That's an attempted murder.
It's not going to hit him. It's going to land short. It takes a huge bounce off the middle of the street, which thank God there were no cars there because it hit like the right middle in the street and then bounced over to his house. So I told Danny that the guy's going to turn around. And when he finishes mowing his lawn, he's going to turn around and see that part and be like, what the hell is this? Like, yo, I just mowed this. Doesn't make any sense.
I do have to add, Isaac, that this was into beer number 2 for Steven. So I'm not sure if this had any effect or impact into Steven's miscalculated swing.
Nah,
but
it was just a little one. We're good.
So he was impaired on the course, endangering the lives of everybody, basically.
No, I was good to go. There was no one in danger.
Attempted murder, man.
No. I mean, I could have yelled 4, but he wouldn't have heard me because of the mower. So at that point, I just let faith take over, man.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Apparently, he did, man.
Hear me out.
Steven, it's your turn, man. I don't know how both of you are gonna top that one, but it's up to you two now.
Yeah, man, that's a good one. So my shameless plug of the week, if you guys have been paying attention, the Little League World Series has been going on. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I love watching it. Little kids playing, and every single year, I always see umpires making the worst strike three calls. Like the umpires in the little leagues are the worst. They just want to get out of there. I don't know. I think they're volunteers, so they're not even. I don't think they get paid for it.
Probably, yeah.
So they just want in and out. The guys are calling, strikes and balls all over the place. And I just want to share to you guys this nice little clip right here of a strike three call. So if you guys can see it, this is what's going
Yep.
on here. Let's throw us in there. And this is a count. This is a scenario. Look where this pitcher puts the ball. And look at this. That's in the other batter's box. Look at his face. The kid can't believe it. He's like, no, you didn't. Blue, did you seriously just do me like that? Are you serious? We're going to get a nice little replay of the pitch right here. Check this out. Look where this pitch is at. That's the outside of the strike zone. Look where the kid's glove is. It's literally on the floor in the other white line in the strike zone. Terrible call. Kid can't believe it. His reaction was priceless.
Poor kid.
And look at that. Next call. Look at that. Look at that one. Just terrible, man. Just terrible Blues. Oh, I'd be so pissed if I was a kid.
Hey,
And they just
made
gotta
the catch
turn around.
look real good.
Yo, that's hilarious though, man. Those kids' reactions just looking up. And then I saw that on Twitter, and then somebody quote tweeted and said, "Don't worry, man. When you get to the big leagues, it's worse with Angel Hernandez." And bro, Angel Hernandez is terrible. So that's just hilarious. That's my shameless plug. Little league umpires, worst referees in the game ever in sports.
Isaac,
Damn.
you're up.
Well, I don't discount that, Steven. No, my shameless plug, it just changed, okay? This is a 5 p.m. article from ESPN. The Dallas Cowboys have added 3 or more players, including second-year wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, to the COVID-19 list and went to a virtual format on Sunday and Monday after defensive coordinator Dan Quinn and defensive tackle Carlos Watkins were sent home early from Saturday's preseason game. Bro, Danny, what's going on with your team, man? The first one to have a COVID outbreak in the new season. What's going on?
Let me tell you something.
And what's CeeDee Lamb doing? You're like, it's your second year. What are you doing out there testing positive?
Let me tell you guys something. There is something around the Dallas Cowboys that something bad always has to happen. And it's always on the Cowboys. It becomes a whole media frenzy. I have no words, Isaac. I don't have anything to say about
And
that.
Dak, I mean, it's just a big cloud over this team. Like, that's my shameless plug.
It's been a big cloud over that organization for a couple years or years
It's
now.
always, I mean, you guys just put on yourselves being the prima donnas and having all the fans, and we're back every year. So I'm sorry, Danny. I want to say I feel bad for you, but I don't, bro.
This guy is freaking. I'm being lectured to by a Colts fan. That shouldn't happen.
Don't worry. That's for another day, bro.
Whatever. Well, let's get into plugs of the week. Around the horn. I'll start. My plug of the week has to be about myself. Commentated my first ever professional Major League Soccer game this week. It was Inter Miami against Toronto FC. I was alongside Fernando Fiori and Thomas Ronan. Fernando Fiori's been around for a while now, and Thomas Ronan used to be a coach for DC United, won an MLS Cup with DC United. He also played as well. He's from the Netherlands. And it was a big moment. It was a very big moment for me and in my career. And it was fantastic. I really enjoyed myself out there. It was great to be on the booth and on the headsets again and doing what I love. And with those guys, made it a lot more fun. And it was a good 3-1 win, 3 points for Inter Miami, 5 points off now from a playoff spot. So it was a very proud and memorable accomplishment for myself.
Cheers to that, Danny. I'll clap to you on that one. Congrats, bro.
Thank you.
Big feats, man. Accomplishing big things.
Yes, sir.
Good stuff, man. So my plug of the week, in a little change of tone, is a pretty funny one. So I will show you guys this headline right here. And just the headline alone is hilarious. So here it is. Doritos pay out 15,000 euros for a puffed out potato chip. So in euros, that's even more than dollars. So like at this point, that's like almost 20 G's, I think, that this girl's getting paid for a potato chip. And I went on to read the article on this mysterious little chip. This chick got famous for posting her potato chip on TikTok, and it got a bunch of views. And for fun and games, she posted it on eBay to sell the potato chip. And within a couple days, she started selling her potato chip at 99 cents. Within a couple days, she sells that chip for 20 grand on eBay.
No way.
Every day I wake up to like NFTs and all these other ridiculous things that are being sold for millions of dollars, let alone thousands. I'm just like, man, when can we get a piece of the pie? When are we gonna stumble upon an extra pumped up Dorito chip like that? Like, when is our chance, Danny? Steven?
Hey, but fair play to her though. She made this, opportunity herself. And listen to this. Even the story gets even better. So this chick, after putting it on eBay, and she finds a bidder that it eventually goes all the way up to 20 grand. eBay takes down her auction and says, no, you can't sell this potato chip. And for no reason, they just take it out and remove it. And then Doritos comes in and says, no, I'm going to pay this 15-year-old girl a $20,000 check because she deserves it. And eBay scammed her out of it. So Doritos were the one that cashed up the money after eBay for some weird reason did that to her. So
I feel like some reason that Doritos somewhere in the Doritos headquarters in some like glass case, some historical artifact.
I don't get it, man. It doesn't make sense. So
I will tell you though that something similar happened where it was legit.
Did we just lose Steven?
It was probably FBI was listening in and they talked about the Doritos.
There he is.
Yo,
it was eBay.
Sorry, I meant to stop sharing the stream, and I exited the stream entirely by accident.
It wasn't that. Be honest with you, it was a CIA. You're hearing about the Dorito, and they just didn't want you to talk about the Doritos, highly classified.
Yeah, that was. I shouldn't have brought it up. My FBI agent's gonna send me a text now, so I'll be on the lookout.
But Isaac, I was telling you something very similar where on eBay someone was selling the tissue that Messi cried on in the press conference at Barcelona. They were selling the tissue that he cried on, bro. Like, what?
Yo, how do you verify that that's real though? Like
I don't know.
Like so many questions. Like, why would you buy that? Why would you think it's real? I don't know. Like just pictures of him crying on it and like on eBay. People are weird, man. People buy weird things. I don't know.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to mention to you guys that if you look at Isaac right now, this guy's right now, it looks like he's one of those information sales center representatives. All people that we get mad of, like at DirecTV, Comcast, that you call them. And
I said
they don't want to.
I said Isaac's trying to sell you your car's
extended warranty. Did you try turning it on again? You what?
Yeah. There's those people that just piss you off and they're just trying to get your money and they don't really want to help.
Yeah, good ones.
Are you sure you took out the cable?
I'm sorry, sir. I can't hear you.
Isaac, you're up, man.
So my plug of the week, I know everybody, I guess, chose like different topics and stuff. So I'm going to go unsports related for once. Okay. Last week I went to Orlando, visited some family and stuff, and it was a nice little break from the craziness that is Miami sometimes. And I got to see Suicide Squad with my girlfriend, and so that's my plug of the week. You guys should definitely check it out. No, they didn't pay for me to say this, but it's a good movie, huh?
You got ad money?
No, I did not. But yeah, man, it's a lot of fun. Definitely check out the movie if you like John Cena. He's hilarious in it. Give it a chance. It's better than the last.
It's got John Cena in it.
It's Suicide Squad, yeah.
I'm not watching.
He's a peacemaker.
He's in everything, man. The other day I was scrolling through Netflix. And I see John Cena starring in a movie.
Yeah, and he looks weird too because he has this full-grown hair. Like he wears like this tight clothing. He just looks weird.
Yeah, bro, it's bad. It's bad. Okay, listen to this. All right. Is Dwayne Johnson a great actor? You guys like him a lot, or what? What do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
like
feel like
him.
he plays the same character, but like he pulls it off. Like when he tries to show emotion and
Right.
all that, he pulls it
I
off.
think he does a really good job when he's paired with Kevin Hart.
No, yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, a lot of people can do good. Like Kevin Hart's hilarious. I
Oh,
mean,
but he's got good movies, man.
he's got
No,
like the
but
same
They
like
have
role.
great. They have great chemistry.
it's
Yeah,
it's
bro.
about chemistry. Like I mean, if you place yourself next to Kevin Hart, no one gonna think Steven Lopez is funny.
No, no, I don't doubt it. But then this
Ouch.
guy, this guy can't go his whole career just performing next to Kevin Hart for everything. So
Nah,
I
that's
I
true,
don't know,
but
bro.
I mean,
Just
he's
trying to throw in a little 2 cents there, a little hot takes. Dwayne Johnson.
I don't know, Steven.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
run a poll. If people actually like you on this show.
I don't have to be
Would
like.
you replace Dwayne Johnson? I mean Steven Lopez with Dwayne Johnson. A
Sorry,
or B or
Steven.
C?
No,
Absolutely.
no. Everyone will say that, guaranteed.
Hey, at least he's not a Colts fan.
Oh God.
That's how it be. It's tough.
So let's get into some sports here. If you guys didn't hear, Ray Allen was hired as the head basketball coach at Gulliver High School. Now I can see why this happened and how this was a long time coming. During his playing days here in Miami, his kids happened to go to Gulliver alongside LeBron James' kids. And look, if I'm a kid that's entering the Gulliver basketball program right now, you better teach me how to shoot the best damn threes in the world.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'd be so hyped, man. I would be so hyped. Imagine Ray Allen coaching you. Like those kids won't be able to concentrate like the first couple games. Like I don't know
Right.
when it will like set in. Like
He's like
I don't,
screaming at them. They're getting blown out, and they're like,
right? Like were they even old enough to see him hit the shot in the corner? Like high school kids nowadays, I don't know. Like the freshmen's coming in, like will they even remember his shot in the corner?
mm.
Honestly, I will tell you though, like if I was one of those kids, first day he steps into the gym for practice, I'd just be playing the audio. James shoots up the three, won't go. Bosh the rebound, back out to Allen. I would be playing that as he walks into the gym. This guy's probably gonna be like, okay.
That's awesome, man. Shout out
But
to
yeah.
him. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he has a future in coaching one day. Smart dude.
I think this is a good test. A good test. Usually, a lot of these players, they get experience at first at the high school level to see if they're really good and test at coaching level.
But I'm surprised he didn't join like the Heat organization because the Heat love doing that kind of stuff. If former players that want to become head coaches, they just go and like the Heat love breeding good head coaches and assistant coaches. So
it's all about really what he wants. To be honest, I mean, maybe he just didn't want to be at that level right now. Or just wanted something, less stressful, laid back, and high school was it for him.
Low key lifestyle. I respect Ray.
Yeah, you don't hear much from Ray, to be honest.
Oh, man. Chilling, dude.
Former Celtics teammates hate him though.
Oh yeah, I saw a picture.
Yeah, Rondo. All those guys.
I saw a picture that Kevin Garnett put on his Instagram that he cropped out the big, their big four with Rondo. And Ray Allen was in the corner, and he like cropped it out, and he put it on his Instagram story. The picture with him, Rondo, and Pierce, and like the original picture was like on somebody's Instagram. He just cropped out Ray Allen. It was like recent. I don't know why they hate him so much, man. Like,
me and Steven were having this conversation the other day, and it's so true. Like that Celtics team got so much hype, but they only won one championship. Like. They
ride that championship.
Yeah, they ride that championship.
Because they did it against the Lakers with Kobe. That's why.
Yeah, but then look what happened the very next year. Kobe came out and whooped their butt.
And that was Paul Pierce coming out of one of the games in the locker room in a wheelchair, and he's supposedly injured.
Oh yeah, because he had to go to poop.
And Paul Pierce coming up, and this guy literally just had to go to the bathroom. And Paul Pierce is coming back in like if he's the hero, bro.
Came back with the dookie stains.
Come on, Paul Pierce, you're just taking L's, man. Like even
after,
is he the one that said that?
With ESPN.
Is he the one that came out that said that though?
Yeah, he said that.
Like, bro, you got to keep that to yourself, bro. I don't care. Like, everyone thinks you went in a hero. That's it. And then you came out a hero, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
I couldn't stand that Boston Celtics team, bro. Like I wanted to deck Garnett in the face. I wanted to deck Paul Pierce in the face. I wanted to deck Rondo in the face. I had nothing against Ray Allen. Rondo annoyed me. Kevin Garnett just talked too much, and anything is possible. When he yelled that out loud, yeah, bro.
A big ticket. That team was overhyped. Salvi.
It was. But again, Ray Allen, head basketball coach at Gulliver High School. Let's see how it goes for him, and who knows? This could be the stepping stone. Next level could be college, and then after that, who knows? Maybe into professional. Depends what he wants to do with it and how he does as a coach, his performance.
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah, I mean,
we're gonna continue. Isaac, go ahead.
no, I was gonna make like a really bad comparison, but I was gonna say like Jason Taylor's in St. Thomas Aquinas, right? I think.
Yep.
So it's like a professional that was able to make the transition into high school coaching. He's coaching his son too. So
Really, I didn't even know that.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
up there. Yeah,
For real? Damn, I'm
Yeah.
lost on that. Jason Taylor's a goat.
yeah, man. He's
Miami legend.
Yeah.
he's in the Ville.
Hell yeah. Danny, what do we got, bro? Hit me.
So we're gonna stick with basketball here. Miami Heat regular season schedule has been released, and the first game of the season to note on Thursday, October 21st, is against the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks. So that will be, I'm very sure, heavily televised. We do know we faced the Bucks in the last two playoffs. Obviously, in the bubble, we take them out. And last year, we get sadly swept. But it's a new look Miami Heat. We added Kyle Lowry, PJ Tucker, which will be interesting, was on that Bucks championship team. So I won't be surprised if there's a little chippiness to the game. Add more fuel to the Miami Milwaukee rivalry.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be a good one. First game of the season against the Bucks. I'm hyped, man.
Yeah.
I'm hyped. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean we're just talking about like the new look Milwaukee Bucks or new look Miami Heat, and they just signed that 7-footer from the summer league, Omar Yurtseven. I don't know how to say his name. Yeah, so he's young. I get it. They're probably not going to throw him to the wolves, but that'll be interesting to see how he develops like over the course of the NBA season. He might be a little mini Hassan Whiteside. Who knows?
Yeah, supposedly that dude in like an under 18 or under 19's game playing in Turkey, the dude dropped 91 points in a game.
Yeah. What I meant by Hassan Whiteside was like, when he was on the up and coming before he got paid. That's what I meant.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
He was like double-digit blocks a game, like that kind of Whiteside. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I wanted to clarify that with you.
Yeah. Not overpaid Sacramento Kings, Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, because I was gonna
Danny was ready.
I was ready, bro. I had my hand on the button. This was like a family feud moment. I had my hand on the button. I was ready to play fast money round. I was about to roast you big time for that comment. But it's okay. It's okay. Wednesday, October 27th, our first meeting of the season against the Brooklyn Nets.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be another interesting game to watch, as we know Brooklyn Nets are a team that were favored last year, and a team they'll probably be favored this year entering the season to win the East. Obviously, the Bucks took out the Nets. Nets had injuries. There's no Blake Griffin. James Harden was dealing with injuries. No Kyrie Irving. It was pretty much a one-man show for Kevin Durant. So we'll see what a healthy Brooklyn can do. But that's a matchup that you should definitely be looking forward to, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we got shooters. So
we do got shooters.
So, hopefully we can compete. And then, like I said, down low, if we have young guys like Deadman, or Deadman is not really a young guy, but like Omar, who can be developed by, Bam or whoever, you know what I'm saying? We get that depth inside. I think it'll help all of us as a group for the Heat.
Yeah. The Heat are taking on the Nets. I don't necessarily expect them to win because the Nets are just too OP at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's exciting.
You talk about OP. Let's talk about OP on November the 10th, where they'll face the Los Angeles Lakers.
That's
Talk
Who
about
got Kendrick Nunn? Who got Kendrick Nunn?
Yep.
They
They
did.
got Kendrick
So that'll be a nice little takeaway to see if what he can do if he's coming off the bench, if, what he's doing at that point. I really like Nunn. Like I did not want to get rid of Nunn, but whatever, man. As the cookie crumbles,
I'm
you know
gonna
how
have
to.
to disagree with you, Isaac. I think
Mm.
he last year, even in the bubble, he was getting on my nerve, man. Like, yeah, he had some good games here and there, but he was getting on my nerves. Like, he was just shooting the ball when he shouldn't be shooting the ball.
Mm.
Moments where the ball shouldn't even be in your hands. Like, I just, I was okay with letting him go.
Yeah, I was
And
I
we'll
was a
see.
fan of Kendrick Nunn, man. Honestly, I liked him. He was, I mean, I want to say he was still young, which he is, but since he got drafted a little later in his career. I think he's like 25, 26 at this point. He's not, doesn't have as much room to grow as a Tyler Hero does. So, if they're debating between who to give money to, come Tyler Hero's time to extend, they were looking at Kendrick Nunn and they were like, sorry, mister, we'll talk to you later. And I think he's probably like the only guy on the Lakers that's like 25 years old because they got a bunch of straight old
Yeah.
heads. So I don't know, man. Good fit for him. I'm excited. Lakers, I could trash talk the Lakers all I want, but
Oh,
we'll
but
see that for another one.
Steven, trash talk the Lakers. Don't forget that you were riding them all the way to the finals last year.
I mean, I had them winning it. I didn't see that Phoenix was gonna have the guy come out with the Suns in 4, and then they're just gonna get all the momentum in the world. So if it wasn't for that guy, the Lakers would be in the finals. But
Well,
that's how it is.
excuse me. It wasn't myself and Isaac over here that said from the very beginning that the Phoenix Suns were going to the NBA
Bro,
Finals.
they
We
didn't even
both
win
said
it though. But they didn't win it.
But they
So
made it though. We said that they would be in the finals, and they made it. And you were over here, oh, the Lakers, LeBron, Anthony Davis. Oh,
well,
Does Phoenix come back?
yes,
does Phoenix go by?
I think so.
I don't think so,
I
man.
think they
The
can.
West is real for grabs. I'm excited for this NBA. The NBA's leveled out a decent amount, with at least the Bucks winning and the Suns getting to the finals like they did. Hawks, the way it played out. Seems like the NBA is really evening it out, and it's not the same teams every season. So it's exciting, bro. I'm pretty hyped for it.
Isaac, I think they can. I think it all depends. I think their challengers are going to be Utah, and
Mm.
I will also say, uh, I don't know if I want to throw Denver in there. I don't
What
think
about the Warriors?
I was about to say Golden State. If Golden State can stay healthy, I still think they got it.
Yeah.
Of course, Steven's going to differ because Steven doesn't know anything about basketball.
I don't think they have enough, man. The Warriors are good, but do they have enough to get to the chip? I don't think so. Can they, get to the playoffs? 100%. I mean, there's 8 teams making the playoffs. So I'm thinking the Warriors are finishing like 4th, 5th in the West and,
Interesting.
fighting for a few spots.
Hey, don't
Maybe
count out the
maybe
Dallas
maybe
Mavericks.
win 2 rounds, a round or 2 max, I'd say, for the Warriors.
My
Don't
thing
count out
with
Dallas.
don't count on them.
Don't count out Dallas either.
Don't count
Okay.
on
But the question with that team is Kristaps Porzingis. Is he going to stay healthy? Is he going to not only just stay healthy, but is he going to be the top player again that he was with the Knicks? Because that's what ruins that team, to be honest.
It does. I think,
Yeah.
and their main guy is Luka Doncic, and I
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
do like Tim
Luca's
Hardaway Jr.
backpack. Luca has to have an absolutely gigantic backpack, be able to stuff the entire team inside, score like 100 points a game. He just doesn't have enough around him, bro. The Mavericks don't have enough around him to really contest like that. They need some chips around poor Mr. Luca. The guy's doing everything he can, man. Great player.
And for me, the Clippers are not going anywhere.
No.
Clippers, I was counting on them, but nah. I was counting on them last season, but we know how that turned out. So nah, man. I'm done. I'm done counting on the Clippers.
Honestly, Kawhi should have left.
Kawhi got paid, and then now they have Eric. They gave up a lot for Eric Bledsoe, who, how old is he? He's 31. He's 31, and he plays the point guard position. Like, I don't know if that's the answer for this team. If Kawhi is injured by playoff time, PG is only going to give you so much, and then they got rid of so many young players to get this old guy in Eric Bledsoe. I just don't think that they'll be successful with just that, especially in the West. No.
Listen, and starting off 2022 in January, we have two big Western Conference matchups against the Warriors and the Phoenix Suns. How do you guys think that plays out for the Heat, those matchups?
I I think it's going to be a good couple tests for him, man. I mean, it's the regular season. We'll see how it goes on. It certainly doesn't define how they'll do, and you're going to have the Heat fans either screaming that they're the best team in the league because they beat them, or worrying because Bam didn't do anything or somebody played bad.
Didn't shoot enough.
Yeah, man. So regular season, it's really hard to tell. I mean, it'll be a good gauge kind of where you're at. Competing with them, see how dudes level out. But we'll see, man. We'll see.
Now, they do play the Suns one more time, Lakers one more time in January. And then for the rest of the season, all the way till April, just a couple of the normal Southeast Division matchups and Eastern Conference matchups. They finish off the season April 10th against the Orlando Magic. And before that, they got the Hawks, the Hornets, the Raptors. Will be interesting to see the Heat and Raptors, noting that Kyle Lowry, such a long time with that Toronto franchise and winning that first championship for Toronto. It'll be interesting to see, all those matchups, Miami against Toronto, whether it's here in Miami or up in the 6 in Toronto. Sorry, I had to throw the Drake in there. It's called the 6 for a reason.
The series I'm really looking at too is the Atlanta Hawks versus the Miami Heat. That is a team that we did not play well against enough, especially towards the later half of the season when we were trying to get higher spots in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So I think that team is the one that's like the problem for the Heat. If we can't, play good inside the paint and Trae Young is scoring 50 points on us, it's not a good look. But hopefully with Kyle Lowry, they're a little bit more defensive minded and they can limit him and stuff, and they play better inside. But
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The Hawks are a tough team. So trying to see how Kyle Lowry will gauge up. He's a good defender, so we'll see how he plays and how he tries to battle over screens and see what they do against the Hawks, bro. Because the Hawks are nasty, and they used to be the team to kind of roast because obviously they'd be great in the regular season and cold come playoff time. But they were a couple games away from getting to the finals, so they were right there. The Hawks are definitely a force to be reckoned with.
So, Isaac and Steven, what were some key matchups in the season? Now it's the big time. I know we're towards the end of August here, heading into September. Season starts in mid-October, but where do you think the Miami Heat land up at the end of the season? How much of a deep run do you think that the Miami Heat can make with this new look team?
Like, playoff. I mean, so I'll say for the regular season, I think they'll probably finish around 3rd to 4th. Best case scenario. They're definitely not going to finish second. I mean, finish first. Maybe they'll be fighting for second. We'll see how consistent they play throughout the regular season. But realistically, I'd say 3rd to 4th best. Yeah, man, I'm excited. Come playoff time, it's going to be a tough team to see. If they're anything like the team that made a run to the finals, obviously they're going to be nasty. They're going to be fighting. They're going to get to a series probably with the Nets. Because I'd say those are, same 3, from last season, Nets, Bucks, and Hawks that you really have to, try to get through. The other teams, you blow past them first round. So depending on how the Heat will match up coming, with the Bucks or the Nets this season, we'll see where they go, man. We'll see. But I don't have them getting to the finals this season.
Yeah, no, me neither at all. I think they win their first series against whoever that bottom, 8th, 9th team is, whatever. But they don't get to past the second round. And I think the reason will be is our shooting. I think, the additions that we had on this team is gonna be great for our defense, like PJ Tucker and I said Kyle Lowry, who can shoot the three ball, but he's not gonna give you a consistent 9, 10 3-pointers made. That's Duncan, and now we just paid him, and I just feel like it just seems to happen with our team. We pay our players, and they don't perform as well as they used to. So it's just my prediction. I feel like our shooting will be bad come the second or third round, but we don't make a big deep run this season.
Valid. For me, I'm going to have to agree with you, Isaac. We were spot on, by the way, last year with the Heat and their playoff predictions. But I'm going to have the same thing, second round exit for the Heat. I think that, yes, they have probably put together the best defensive team, one of the best defensive teams in the league. But I can't, just looking at either Milwaukee or Brooklyn or even Atlanta, and just those three teams, I think it'll be difficult to get, to the finals. If they get past those three teams and they prove us wrong, even more of a reason to hail Pat Riley and that Heat front office.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited for this season.
Now,
Heat basketball.
I threw this topic in here because we always gotta throw Steven a bone so he can be happy.
Thank you.
Miguel Cabrera, you guys know him, plays with the Detroit Tigers. He's, for me, a Miami Marlins legend. It's his
Florida Marlins.
Sorry, Florida Marlins.
Isaac knows.
Yeah, sorry, Florida Marlins. He's got 500 home runs now. Steven, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, sir. I'm excited about it. So, Miggy got to magic number 500. That's a huge milestone, man. And there's only 2 players right now in baseball that have 500 or more home runs. One of them is Miguel Cabrera at 500, and the next is the legend that is Albert Pujols with 677 home runs, which is absolutely nuts in its own right. So I got to thinking, man, if Miguel Cabrera, who's one of the best players in MLB's history, just barely got to 500 now at almost 40 years old, who can get to 500 that's playing now? And if I'm looking at the list, let me share it for you guys to break it down for you.
Is it going to be Bryce Harper?
Definitely not going to be Bryce Harper. I'll tell you that one. So if we're checking it out, let's see if it. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. We got the top 20 guys right here. We got Pujols, Cabrera, Nelson Cruz is already way too old to do anything. We got Robinson Cano, who is, it says he's active. I don't know the last time I've seen Robinson Cano in the league, but you just see how far away everybody is from 500. Besides Nelson Cruz, who's already 40, and he's got to hit 60 more home runs. That's tight, man.
Steven, I thought Alex Rodriguez would be somewhere in this list somewhere.
Brother, Alex Rodriguez is way up there. Alex Rodriguez, this is just active players, so it's everybody that's playing now. But Alex Rodriguez is way up in is he in the 700 club? I think he has.
I believe so. Yeah,
six something. I think he has almost 700 home runs. So these are just the dudes that are playing now. I'm trying to see if anybody that's playing now will get to 500. But I don't know, man. You seen Mike Trout at 9th place? He's the first guy under 30 right there, number 9 with 310. So he's got a long way for 200 home runs if he gets it. I'm not sure if he will. So Danny, thank you for throwing me the bone. If anybody was wondering about some home run leaders and what it's looking like, this is what it is. And just to let you know how hard it is to hit home runs in the major leagues.
Well, I met Miggy when I was a young lad. Met him at a Venezuelan, because he's from Venezuela. Met him at a Venezuelan bakery. I was there with my abuela. Not sure why we were there because we're not Venezuelan. So that's a story for another day. Now that I think of that, I gotta ask her, and abuela, why were we there? Anyways, probably sure she wanted, I don't know, something empanada or something like that. But we were there, and Miggy, it was actually the bakery right next to. It's a bakery. It's not there anymore, but it was right next to FIU, on next to Tamiami Park, right in that area. And Not sure why Miggy was in that area, but walks into the bakery, and obviously I played baseball in my younger days, and I obviously knew who it was. And my grandma whips out a picture. We all know our Cuban, abuelas or grandmothers have these little pictures of ourselves in their wallets somewhere or their purse. So she whips out this picture of me looking all happy holding a baseball bat, and Miggy signs the back of it. And to this day, I got that. It's somewhere. The picture is somewhere
Damn,
signed.
no way. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and that was before we knew he was going to go on to be, Miguel Cabrera that we know and love today. He's always been one of my favorite players.
Oh yeah, man. That's awesome.
So we're going to get into a fun topic right now. Top 5 favorite sports movies. I don't want to go first because I want to hear you two go.
I thought we had this last week or something, but I guess not.
We did not talk about it. I want to roast both of you guys for the movies you guys pick. So whoever of you two ladies wants to go first, I'll be my guest.
Bro, this guy's just ready to roast, man. I don't get it, man. But we did do it last week, Isaac. But we just like did our favorite one, and then my mic cut out. Danny cut out at the end.
Oh yeah, that was a disaster.
Danny just decided that he was gonna shut off everything. Somebody turned off the breaker to his house, and that's it. Just turned it black. So
it was a CIA agent that was investigating you for the Dorito.
True facts. So top 5 sports movies. I'll
go from 5 being the least into 1.
I got it in order. I got you. Okay. Number 5, I got Moneyball. Have to start out with some baseball. Great movie. Number 4, I got Coach Carter.
Okay.
You guys seen Coach Carter? Fantastic movie. Amazing. Number 3, you guys seen Dodgeball?
Absolutely.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. That's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Got Dodgeball at 3. Number 2, I got The Blind Side. Michael Orr. It's a fantastic movie. I watched it a bunch of times. 10 out of 10. And number 1 favorite sports movie of all time has to be The Sandlot because I've watched it at least 100 times. Like, no question.
Okay.
Top 5.
Damn, man, I didn't even prepare a 5. But I'll go ahead and wing it. And I'll say number 5 is Coach Carter, right? To me, I feel like that was like one of the first. I think it came out when we were a lot younger too, right?
Yeah,
we were only like in our middle school years or something.
I just saw it recently too. That's why I thought of it.
But like that scene where I forgot his name, where he was like the best player on the team. He gets shot or something. And that impacted me so much as like such a young age, like watching that. So, and then I'll say number 4 is Remember the Titans.
Nice.
Number 3 is just, and I said it last week, but I'll say it again. It's a cult favorite for like wrestlers and stuff. Not like WWE wrestlers, but like people who like Olympic wrestling and UFC and all that. It's called Vision Quest. Super underrated movie. Nobody knows about it. It's about this kid who's like wrestling and in high school, kind of like Karate Kid, like almost that same setup.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so I'll go ahead and say it, Karate Kid as number 2. Okay. And then number 1 is Field of Dreams.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. That was good. I have nothing to roast in you guys for that one. Those are pretty solid.
I had to be careful. I was like, let me not pick something that's going to be easy for him.
Well, I do have a movie that none of you mentioned. And it's at number 5 for me.
What you
and
got?
It's going to be Happy Gilmore.
Nice.
Yo, I was thinking of throwing it on the list, but like I had to get it. Like I think Dodgeball was just funnier, man. Like, Happy Gilmore was good, but like Dodgeball made me pee my
pants. Today, Junior.
So I gotta go with Happy Gilmore at 5.
So good.
At 4, I gotta go a movie. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. It's called Mr. 3000. He played for the Milwaukee Brewers. He's in quest of going for his 3,000th base hit, and he retires thinking that he's got 3,000. He opens up a whole shopping plaza next to the Milwaukee Brewers Stadium called everything's legit like Mr. 3000. Like there's a Mr. 3000 restaurant. Come get your 3,000th haircut, all stuff like that. He's got a Mr. 3000 ice cream truck. Wow. So what ends up happening is that they start counting someone from Major League Baseball starts counting all the hits and realizes that he only has 2,997 hits.
Yeah.
So they inform him of that, and he comes back into the league at an old age just to try to get to the 3,000. And eventually, he had such a big ego that the young guys on the Brewers, the beginning of the movie, were in a fight with him and stuff like that. Until he finally comes around to being a team player and not all about making the hits. And he's got 2,999. He was his last at bat before making the playoffs, and he decides that he's going to bunt. And he bunts. He
That's weak stuff, bro.
Gets out at first, and the runner from third makes it home, and they make it to the playoffs. And he gets that ball, and he throws it into the fans, into the crowd, and they get to keep the baseball. It's a fantastic movie, really good. Recommend you guys watching it.
You know which one I didn't mention? I don't want to break it. I don't want to break your streak, but Rudy, that was one we didn't mention.
That's number 2 for me, man.
Okay.
Man.
Rudy's a good one.
Number 3 is gonna be Remember the Titans. That's number 3 for me. 2, Isaac Rudy ruined it, but Rudy. Yeah. And number 1 for me is gonna be a movie called Goal 2: Living the Dream, and it's about
goal movies were good.
A young Mexican kid named Santiago Munez who played for Newcastle United, and me as such a big Real Madrid fan, he gets a transfer. He's at a restaurant sitting with his family, whatever, and he gets a phone call from his agent, and he excuses himself from the table, and he goes into the kitchen, and they tell him on the phone that Real Madrid is interested in signing him. And he struggles from asthma, so he gets his inhaler and starts. And same for me. Like if Real Madrid came calling to sign me, I think that I would need an inhaler, and I don't even have asthma. So I can't relate, but I'm sure that would be me if that happened. And he goes to Japan to meet the Real Madrid president Florentino Perez. They need to make the signing right before the transfer window's about to close, and he meets everybody. It was a legendary team, the Galacticos. He meets everybody from Raul, Ronaldo, Luis Figo, Guti, David Beckham, Zidane, Casillas, Sergio Ramos, and they're all in the movie. They are in the movie, and it's all about his quest, Real Madrid's quest through the Champions League, and it just shows the life side of it. Playing for a big club and how fame and playing for Real Madrid, affects him, and how it gets to your head, could get to your head with all these fancy cars and parties and suits and stuff like that. And it was one of my, hands down, the number 1 favorite movie all time for sports for me.
Yeah, the goal series are really good. I think there's 2, right? Goal 1 and goal 2.
There's a third one, but it's not good at all. Like the first
is that one in Man United?
No.
Yo, I wanted to give an honorable mention to 2 movies that I didn't mention because I didn't bring up Adam Sandler, and Adam Sandler in sports movies is just amazing. So you got Happy Gilmore, but we were missing The Water Boy, which is freaking hilarious, and The Longest Yard.
I got another one too after.
But the longest yard might have it's in contention for my top 5, but it just missed the cut. But longest yard's a good movie. So
for me,
had to shout out Adam Sandler.
Uncut Gems, if you guys haven't seen it, and Kevin Garnett is in that movie too.
Low key sports movie. Low key.
For me, an honorable mention that we did not say is Bad News Bears. That for me. I think Steven will be familiar with that since he's a baseball guy.
Yeah, Bad News Bears is a good one.
There's just movies that you guys mentioned too that are not on my list. Moneyball is definitely a great movie. I'm trying to think. There's this movie it's a sports movie. It's actually really good too. It has Queen Latifah in it. It has Common in it, and he plays for the New Jersey Nets when New Jersey Nets were a thing. And he faces off against Dwayne Wade in one game.
That's right.
Yeah, and then Queen Latifah is his physical therapist, and he's dealing with an injury, and he ends up falling in love with Queen Latifah, him being his physical therapist and stuff like that. It was really cool seeing Dwayne Wade in the movie.
It sounds familiar. I don't really
I gotta
remember.
look up the
Oh, what was this? What was this movie that was really good with this kid like Mike, right?
Oh
Oh
yeah,
man, how did I
Yo,
forget
yeah.
that?
if I bring it basketball, I watched like Mike a bunch of times, bro. When he like that scene that you just see him like picking up the shoes from the line on top, the electric line. Yeah, that
Damn.
movie's amazing. Hell
This
yeah,
is
I like
tough
him.
because this should be in my top 5.
Tell me, there's good ones,
Yeah.
bro. There's good ones.
There's one called
Just missed the
Thunderstruck
cut.
too that I watched as a big Kevin Durant fan. And he's with this kid that gets Kevin Durant's talents, and like he plays like KD in his like middle school games, and then like, KD starts sucking. Dude, and you know what I just noticed? None of us mentioned Space Jam.
Damn.
I honestly, I wasn't that big of a fan of Space Jam.
I was. I
I
liked it.
liked it. Like I liked it. Yeah,
But I
but it's
see
not
it.
like
But
a
I
top
get that because
five.
like we see it like a little kid's like animated movie rather than like a big sports movie. Even though Michael Jordan is in it, it's kind of ironic.
Yeah,
That's a
exactly.
bold statement, Steven.
I mean, it felt more like a cartoon kind of thing, Like, that's why, like Isaac saying, it doesn't really feel like a sports movie, even though Michael Jordan's in it. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just sports movie with like the Looney Tunes and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I gotta watch it again.
I don't know.
Maybe
Yeah,
I just have my hat.
let's all go watch Space Jam now.
Yeah, let's go and
Spaceman,
watch Space Man.
Spaceman. Let's watch
Yeah,
Spaceman.
I don't know. I don't know.
Space Man.
All right. So to end this episode, we'll get to a trivia question, but we do want to shout it out. Lemon City will shout it out in their episode tomorrow night. We will be having a food drive at FIU Football Stadium next Thursday, right before their football game, and we'll be accepting canned goods, and we'll be in tailgate lot number 7. We'll be set up there. We'll be taking canned goods,
7.
and the canned goods will go to the FIU student pantry. And this is just for kids who, get their food from the university and don't have food over the weekend, and they can grab that stuff from the university. And it's just something Lemon City and the three of us as Plug Talk Sports have come together as all FIU graduates to come together and help our university community and the community as well. So we just wanted to remind you guys of that. So
Yes,
don't
sir.
forget, next Thursday, FIU Stadium, first home game of the season against Long
Yep.
Island, tailgate lot 7. We'll be there. We'll be
You heard it.
accepting canned goods for the FIU student pantry.
Check it out. We will be posting an updated graphic with information. Isaac's on it. That's the dog. We're gonna be posting it. If
Yeah.
you want to donate some canned goods to the FIU student community, much appreciated. Like Danny said, next Thursday, lot 7 of the tailgate. We'll see you guys there, hopefully, and thank you for your donations if you do go.
So let's get to the trivia question. We're going to stick with FIU. It's going to be FIU football. What was the name of the bowl game? First ever FIU bowl game that we made it to. What was the name of the bowl game? Who did we play? Did we win or lose? And who was the
I
coach?
thought
I know it's a multiple part
asking for way
question.
too much.
Danny's giving me a final exam here, man. Come on, bro.
So let's start easy. What was the name of the bowl game?
Was it Tex-Mex Bowl?
No.
The Alamo Bowl.
Nope.
I don't know.
guys give
Reese's
up?
Bowl.
Was it the
You got so many damn bowl
Bowling
games.
Green?
I'm
something?
never gonna, bro. There's just so many names for it. There's like every team, every company possible sponsors a bowl game, man. What was it? What was it?
You guys give up?
Well, I'm done. No way I get it, man.
The Little Caesars.
Oh
Pizza
wow,
Bowl.
Little Caesars,
wow.
bro. I love Little Caesars, man.
Now, who did we play?
University of Auburn.
No.
Rice.
No.
You
guys get 3 chances. on this one.
Eastern Carolina.
No.
Okay.
You got 1 chance left, Isaac. Steven's on
Southern Miss.
Wrong, Isaac, you're
Western
done.
Kentucky.
Steven, you got 1 more chance. You guys want a hint?
Yeah, give me a state.
We played them in a bowl game recently.
Cincinnati.
No.
I'm already out. I'm already out.
What was the team's name?
Who do we lose to?
I'm a bad FIU fan. I don't know.
You guys done?
I'm done.
We played this team in our first ever bowl victory, in our first ever bowl appearance, and then we played them while we worked there. It is Toledo. We beat them in the Little Caesars Pizza Bowl, and we later beat them at the Makers One in Bahamas Bowl.
Toledo.
So yes, the answer, yeah, we did beat them, so we won. Now the
Where
final
is
part.
Toledo? Is that in Ohio? I think so, right?
Yes. The final question is, who was the head coach? Now, I will give you the hint that this head coach coached at Columbus, and he also now coaches the very big top program.
Oh, it's Cristobal.
Mario Cristobal coaches at Oregon.
Cristobal.
You could remember that, but you couldn't remember anything else.
Yeah, but I remember
He's
Mario.
got a picture of him in his room.
Yeah, bro, come on. The guy signed 2 of my shirts.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. You want one?
No, I'm good.
I remember like one time I ran, like this was like maybe a year after I graduated in the Gables or whatever, Coral Gables. I was literally running, so I literally ran into Al Golden from UM. Like I was just running, and then like it was super early in the morning, and then he's like on the phone, and then like he saw me running, he like nodded at me, I nodded at him, and I'm like, that was Al Golden.
Nice. Yo, one time I saw Al Golden at his son's like baseball game.
So random.
Are we all gonna share our Al Golden stories now? 'Cause I got one too.
If you have one, go ahead.
I was at Columbus.
No, you actually have one.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I do actually have one.
that's awesome.
At Columbus, you have to get there really early in the morning to park in the front. If not, you gotta park all the way in the back behind the football field and walk your ass all the way into the campus. So I got there late, parked in the back, and I'm walking towards the campus. I'm passing the training facility, and I just look to the left casually, and Al Golden was inside our training facility, who he would eventually recruit Trajan Bandy, who was the corner for UM. And during that same year, actually, John Harbaugh walked into one of my classes to talk to one of my friends, and then Randy Shannon walked into one of my classes.
Randy Shannon, that's crazy.
Randy Shannon.
Randy Shannon,
Wow.
man, that guy. I remember those Ja'Cory. Remember Ja'Cory Harris?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. You met him too?
he was the
No,
promised one.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Nah, bro, I didn't meet Ja'Cory Harris.
Could have been a good one.
We beat Ohio State when he was quarterback.
Yep.
That's right.
Miami beat Ohio State when Ja'Cory Harris was quarterback. But you know what? We had James Captain Morgan.
Go.
That is the GOAT right there. Well, guys, you guys did terribly at this trivia question. I hope
It
you
was
guys
a terrible
well.
question.
What was that terrible question?
You asked a 6, man. You had a follow-up question for the follow-up question of the follow-up question.
You guys gonna be? We worked there for 2 years. I would expect you guys to be well prepared and
Worked?
better equipped.
We volunteered.
Well, you guys volunteered. That was worked like a donkey. And I ain't a pretty donkey either. The donkey I eat in Cuba that had the hay on his back with a lump in his back. That was me, bro.
Oh my god.
Carrying water.
There you go, bro.
All right, guys. It was a very fun, productive episode. I really enjoyed hearing the movies you guys chose. Even though we left a lot of good ones out, that's okay. The list wasn't big enough. But if we could extend to 20, I'm sure we can come up with 20. But we'll do that off the record at some point, one day, over a beer. We'll see you guys next Monday. Brand new episode. It will be number 19. We're 2 weeks away from our very big episode 20. Good night, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate it. See you guys next week.
Take it easy, everybody. Peace out.